FNG TV Plumbing Limited Company Business Enterprises Buildings. We are always on the lookout for leaks. Leaks in the kitchen, leaks in the bedroom, leaks in the toilet. Why the fuck is there a Luton away kit in here? But ladies and gentlemen, we have finally found the Holy Grail. These are the leaked kits of the 24-25 season before anybody else has seen them. Apart from Kieran Carlin. I think he's already made that video. So yeah, as I mentioned, we're going to be taking a look at some of the biggest clubs in world football and what their kits for next season are allegedly going to be looking like. From the Premier League to Serie A to Liga to the Bundesliga, this is what it looks like your team is going to be lining up dressed in for the 24-25 campaign. And if you're excited to see your team, drop a like on the video. It really does help me out. And of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Without any further ado though, let's get into this. We're on the Premier League first of all. Now, not all of the Premier League teams have had their actual kits leaked. A lot of them are pretty decent and actually hiding it till the next season. And obviously, there's maybe more demand with some of the bigger clubs. Luton Town, don't even know what Luton Town's kit is going to look like yet, let alone everybody else. And you know what? We'll start with Arsenal. We might as well, all right? The team trying to hunt down Manchester City and stop their dominance in the Premier League. You know, the City Pool era. It's been great for both Liverpool and Man City. But Arsenal looking to bring that to an end, all right? And if they do win the title this season, they'll be stepping out for the 24-25 campaign as reigning champions, dressed in this. This is their home kit. This is pretty much confirmed at this point. Been leaked by a multitude of different sources. And like your average town in the north, it features a lot of white. The red shape is kind of almost bottle-esque. I don't know if that's a Prime collaboration or doesn't really bode well for next season, truthfully. But I do like the kit. It's giving vibes of Arsenal's kit. I want to say it was like 3 seasons ago. It was when like Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka kind of first burst onto the scene. It's given that sort of vibe, but with even more white. I saw a tweet saying that Olivier Giroud would enjoy missing chances in this. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain should be wearing this kit. Or Kieran Gibbs, I guess. Either one. But yeah, it's a nice kit. Obviously, Adidas have done really well with Arsenal over recent years, apart from their away kit this campaign. They've done really well. Obviously, they're going back to just using the cannon rather than the Arsenal badge. It's just the cannon. Obviously, it doesn't face the right way in comparison to the old Arsenal kit, but I like that touch as well. The back, lots of space for activities. They got Jorginho done up in it as well, which is nice. Shout out to the designer who made this. I personally quite like this. I really do. I think that's a decent kit overall. There was a picture of it hanging up in a store near the stadium. No covert operations at the Emirates, man. They're just letting everybody see everything. I reckon clubs right around the world, I think they purposefully leak their kit sometimes because it gets like a little bit of like, ooh, they're gassed or whatever, and you can kind of see, you know, what people's like sort of vision is for a kit and whether they like it or not. I'm gonna be I don't like this. I'm not gonna lie. This ain't the one, guys. Arsenal's away kit, yeah, looks like you gave a goalkeeping Arsenal kit to a 6-year-old and asked him to fill in the colours. That is what's happened here. I don't know why the Adidas is in green and the Arsenal is in red. I just don't like it. And then you've got the patterns here as well, like near the shoulders. Guys, I'm really not rating it. This is a Lynx Africa set. If you get this for Christmas, this is worse than that, to be honest with you. This is worse than a Lynx Africa set. It is a disappointing Christmas present in the shape of a shirt. This is absolutely nuts. The design, nah, it's just not the one. Even the Emirates, just too big, bro. Everything's just like in your face. Completely different vibes that don't really come together particularly. I get the feeling Zinchenko isn't gonna enjoy wearing this, given the colors that are involved. And then we've got the third kit. Don't know whether this is a prediction. Got a leak here for a Real Madrid kit that kind of, I think, is then being transposed into the colors that this website think Arsenal are going to use for their third kit. Again, really like the retro Adidas badge. That should be used so much more frequently when it comes to footballing kits. Same as the Nike retro logo that actually has the word Nike written on it. I genuinely don't mind this. Collar's a bit booky, not gonna lie, but the patterning is sick. I love the patterning in the background. And then just the retro Adidas thing. This could be nice if it's executed well. We'll have to see. The shade of purple is a bit weird, but hey, look, listen, I won't make any crazy complaints. I usually rate these, don't I? I forgot. I'm actually genuinely such an amateur. I'm gonna give this, if this is genuinely their kit, I'm gonna give that a 7.5 out of 10. That's decent. The away kit is getting a 4 out of 10, and the home kit, that can get a 7 out of 10. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to Manchester United, and this one has been leaked for a little while. I actually made like a TikTok on this one as well. Is this the real sponsor for United that they're actually going to use? I want to make a video soon, right, on how football sponsors are really shit now in comparison to what they used to be. It's not bad in the terms of like, it stands out and it's a white logo on a red background or whatever. It's just really B-Tech, innit? For big old Manchester United. I'll be honest, what does a Snapdragon even do? Hey Siri, what is Snapdragon? Yeah, it's a long day, G. Siri was feeling shy, but basically, it is a suite of system-on-a-chip semiconductor. Yeah, nah, I give up, bro. Yeah, sack me off. 3 out of 10. No, I'm kidding. It's all right. This is a kind of a prediction, really, rather than like a full-on. I've seen a different image to this. It's not bad. It does kind of give me vibes of mid-2000s Manchester United kits that had this black rather than burgundy down here. I don't mind it, but I'm not fully convinced. Like, the sponsor is just really putting me off, genuinely. If this had, like, Chevrolet on it, or, like, Aeon or AIG or Vodafone, bang! It's a classic. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's not terrible. The sponsor really does make it look like it's a kit for like a K-League 4th place team or something. There's nothing wrong with finishing 4th in the K-League. Manchester United shouldn't be finishing 4th in the K-League. Mainly down to geographical reasons. To be honest, in terms of quality, they probably would. Now, the away kit, okay. All right. That looks nice. I'm not even gonna lie. This one's actually been fully leaked. This is the shirt. Someone's unboxed this. Someone said, yo, I got sent this a couple months early. A little bit of a Royal Mail issue, and now I'm sharing it with the world. That's what happened here. The sponsor looks a lot better. To be honest with you, it might just be because this is the actual shirt. The other one was a mock-up, and maybe the dimensions don't match properly. I like this. It's not too bad. Reminds me of like an old Manchester United kit, like away kit that had like a bit of yellow on, I think. I always remember like Nemanja Matic and Paul Pogba in it. It's not too bad. It's got M's all over it. Now, you see, now that I know it's an M in a really like not great font, it does make it worse. It also looks a bit like a cricket kit. It is getting worse. It started so well. I'm gonna give that a 6.5 out of 10 because there was genuine promise, and then it's let me down the further I've gone down. In the right setting with the right lighting, when they actually announce it, could look significantly better, genuinely. Okay, see, now we're talking. All right, it's the 3rd kit. This white background with the red detailings is a yes. I liked it on this 3rd kit that they had this year. 3rd kit from this year of United was an absolute classic. They need to do it again. Well, I'm seeing a variation here where they've got a red logo but then a grey stripe or a grey logo. Make it all red. Yeah, we don't need grey on the kit. Or make it all grey. I think if you mix and match, it's going to look weird. Once again, the old Adidas logo would look quite nice. It's a bit of a bare bones one. Can't see the whole kit, so it's difficult to rate, and there's also 2 versions of it, but when the actual 3rd kit is announced, I will rate this one. Chelsea Football Club, I'm gonna need some answers. What are you lot smoking? What is this? What is this? Never before have I seen a leak that has bad graphics. That is crazy. This was made on a PlayStation 2. The shirt has got some, looks like a lava lamp. They had to write sponsor on the front. Todd Bowley ain't even made the connections yet. He ain't even sent off an email about who's gonna be the sponsor for next season. They put it on some crazy shiny mannequin. I swear down, if that's the shirt, like genuine design, and then the shorts are the same, political incident. Genuinely, that is a political incident. There's so many different renders of this. This is better on Cole Palmer. Kind of looks like a Saudi Arabian kit to be honest, probably because of the sponsor actually, but there's very different variants of this. You've got the little orange stripes. I'm not sure, guys. I'm really not sure. So it's not as standout as the original one here, which is crazy. It's a little bit sort of more hidden. It actually kind of maybe fits in a bit more with the rest of the shirt. This is definitely better. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know, man. I'm gonna rate it off this, all right? Because this is the best case scenario. If it genuinely looks like this, with little bits on the orange collars and the orange around the Chelsea badge, that's not bad. The sponsor looks nice here as well. I would give that a 7 out of 10. But I need you to understand that if it looks anything like this, that is a negative 3 out of 10. And you might have seen it there. There was a couple of shots of the away kit as well. This away kit, I genuinely don't mind. Again, the colors beige, like orange and like navy. Technically, I don't know if it should work, but it reminds me of like the Arsenal gold kit that had Sega written on it right in the start of the 2000s. I've obviously been a Liverpool fan my entire life, but I really loved that shirt. If there was any shirt that I could have had growing up that wasn't a Liverpool shirt, it would have been that one. And this does give me the vibe without being shiny. So I do quite like it. Obviously, I don't know again what the sponsor's gonna be. It's just genuinely a better version of that beige kit there. Genuinely don't mind it. Again, this interesting render here from Armandov. This would genuinely get like a 7.5 out of 10 from me. I realize I'm giving things the same rating. It's just because they're all kind of decent or just bad rather than stand out. And then the 3rd kit. Okay, there's potential here. I don't like the collar. It looks like a drumstick. The Nike badge looking like that, I actually kind of like. I've seen this on other kits as well. They're going to do it for a few 3rd kits next season. Just this new design they've come up with. The Chelsea badge just being the lion. Again, I like that minimalist stylistic thing they've got going on, like the Arsenal sort of Gunners thing. This could work. Really depends on the sponsor and what color it is. I'm not really a massive fan of the collar. I'd probably give that a 6 out of 10. But I feel like a lot of people would genuinely like that. So let me know in the comment section which is your favorite so far. All right, lads, it's time for Liverpool. And guys, this ain't it, guys. I'm not enjoying this. The mock-up here, genuinely quite like it. Again, I've done a TikTok about this kit, but obviously we're moving from Nike. I don't know if we're going to Adidas next season or if it's the season after. I'm recording this basically as that news dropped like 10 minutes ago and I've already forgotten. You know what? Actually, sometimes it's just the angle. Sometimes it's like genuinely the camera quality as well. That looks terrible. But then down here, that looks sick. That looks sick. If it's that tone of red in comparison to the lighter one from before, that is lame. Never before have I seen a kit vary so much based on the quality of the picture. That's nice. That's actually nice. Oh, can I give that an 8 out of 10? Is it better than the Arsenal kits? I'm really not sure. I can't give a 7.5 out of 10 again. I'm doing it. Fuck it. 7.25. Fuck the feds.
Ooh, you're hard.
Now, you know what? I've seen it in this mock-up here. 8 out of 10.
That's just stupid.
Don't piss me off. If this kit now doesn't look at the white, oh my god, along the side. And Dominic Szoboszlai, oh, look at him, looking leng again. Yo, so basically. Then we've got the away kit. Again, pretty basic, truthfully. It's just black with some turquoise, like cyan, kind of detailing on the sleeves. It's all right. It doesn't really stand out crazily. I like it here and again in this mock-up on Alexis McAllister, but just as a shirt form here, very kind of basic and pretty dull. There's not even a crazy amount of detailing. Obviously, there's no detailing here on this replica. There's a little bit on this one. It's still not incredible. I'd probably give that a 6.5 out of 10 because it doesn't really stand out. But then this, genuinely, I'm liking that. I would cop that. That's our third kit next season. I'm getting it, bro. In this picture, it doesn't look as crazy because it's just kind of hanging down. But the detailing across all of it, again, that sideways Nike badge looks iconic with the yellow and red. Again, the yellow and red combination for Liverpool kit looks sick anyway. That is an 8 out of 10 again. And it kind of reminds me of an old school Liverpool kit, again, with kind of the red collars and stuff like that I used to see like Robbie Fowler wearing. And maybe even 8.5. I'm doing it 8.5 out of 10. Tottenham's away kit, I genuinely cannot make a decision on. There is every stripe you could possibly imagine on this thing. It's like a combination of like light purple, a bit of white, darker purple, some navy, some yellow. This has got Harry Winks' name, quite literally probably, written all over it. This is the vibe. Middle, like central Tottenham badge. I don't mind in this situation. I don't know. I don't know if I like the yellow, to be honest with you. I think if this was like purple down here or even just more navy or something, I think I'd probably like it a little bit more. It's like a 7 out of 10. Tottenham, as you can see further down here, they do a lot with their away kits. They are crazy. Arguably, they're doing too much half the time, but this genuinely, for me, isn't quite as offensive as some of the other away kits from in the past. It's not incredible. It'll do. It's all right. It won't blind you. Now, Barcelona, it says here that a leak of 11 pictures of the authentic shirt can be found. 11! Do you understand how difficult it is to leak a kit? 11 separate times. That is nuts. Barcelona, they've run out of money. They ain't got any fucking IT security, mate. You can literally log on to a Toshiba laptop and crack through their firewall straight away. And you're getting top secret information on Gavi's knee, on Lewandowski's contract, and all of their kits for next season. And speaking of which, the home kit, love it. Love it. I love it. This reminds me, again, I'm going to say reminds me of a retro kit several times in this video of, again, early 2000s Barca kit where it's not striped. It's kind of like a block, and then the sleeves are 2 different colors. It is beautiful. Reminds me of a young Iniesta and Xavi breaking through into their first team. And now we've got Gavi and Pedri. It's sensational. The gold Spotify logo, the gold Nike badge, the detailings on the collar, really, really nice. Again, just gold everywhere. The centralized Barca badge. It is genuinely sensational. 9 out of 10. Love that. I'm a sucker for a simple design that has a bit of gold in it. And this is just, yeah, this is classy. I love it. And with this anniversary logo as well, it's looking even better, man. Oh, man, that's cold. That's genuinely really good. The away kit, interesting. It's kind of like they took it to a shop on, like, Need for Speed Underground. It's like it's lighting up in certain areas. I don't hate it. It doesn't really look like a Barcelona away kit because it's just black and red. I don't think I've really ever seen that for a Barca away kit before, but I like this sort of detailing around the Nike badge. Doesn't really look as good on the Barca badge, if I'm honest, but then it wouldn't really make sense if it was on the Nike badge and not on the Barca badge. I don't know. I don't mind this. this. Are there any other angles? It's not bad. I like what they've done. It's innovative, but I wouldn't say it's like incredible. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, but it could definitely be better, I think. Oh yeah, that third kit could be slapping, you know. I don't like this mock-up as much here, but here on Lewandowski, that's crazy. We don't see enough good green kits yet. That's a good one. The green and the darker blue, the night badge again, the pattern is sick. That's nice. If it looks how it does on the right and not on the left, that genuinely that's another 9 out of 10 for sure. If it looks how it does on the left, it's a 7 out of 10. I bet it's probably a 6 out of 10. I can't even lie. Oh, they've mocked up Mbappe in the Real Madrid kit and it looks great. The leak for Real Madrid isn't even their kit. It's just the fact they're winning the Champions League again. That's the leak here. It's very basic Real Madrid. It's back to the good old days of just black on white. Maybe a pause there. But either way, the long sleeves looking good as well. I think just for impact, what it does, the fact that it's just a retro looking Real Madrid kit without it being some other mental color, I don't know, an 8 out of 10, I guess. Just for it giving the true vibe of being a Real Madrid kit. Nothing defines Real Madrid more right now than a black Emirates logo, black stripes, Adidas on a white kit. That will do. There's nothing more that you need. See, I saw this one before. This is the away kit, and honestly, lads, Jude Bellingham looks like he's going to be playing alongside Mateus Cunha next season. Wolves have finally found their replacement for Ruben Neves, bro. To be honest, actually, no, João Gomez keeps Jude Bellingham out of the team. You know what I was talking about a second ago, where the home kit is the identity of Real Madrid? This is the identity of Wolverhampton Wanderers. So for that reason, no offense to Wolves, full offense to the West Midlands area though, I can't give it a good score for that reason. I'm sure it's going to look all right. It doesn't look too bad there, but I've got to give it a 5 out of 10. It ain't even a Real Madrid shirt, for fuck's sake. Bayer Leverkusen are, of course, now Bundesliga champions for the first time, and they'll be walking out onto the turf next campaign in this. Genuinely don't mind. It's very different, though, obviously, to their home kit this season. With the kind of cross, it was predominantly black rather than predominantly red. So this is kind of the opposite way round. It's made by Castor, so it's probably going to like fall apart after about 65 minutes. It's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's anything too crazy. It doesn't get my heart racing. It doesn't get my cholesterol level higher. So I'd maybe give it like a 7 out of 10. Decent enough. Maybe even a 6.5 actually. It doesn't feel like a crazy amount of effort has gone in, given they're going to be Bundesliga champions next season. And Bayern's has also been leaked here, as you can see on Jamal Musiala. This is a mock-up, but there is a leaked shirt, as you can see here. The actual shirt, rather than it just being like designed. They've gone away from the white kind of kit. I think, don't get it twisted, I don't think this kit is as nice as the kit that Bayern had this season. But again, you know what I was talking about identity? This season's Bayern kit looked like an away kit, whereas this does look like a home buying kit. I just don't like it very much, honestly. I did at first. The pattern, you know, through the middle and down here with a darker red is not that bad, but I think it would look just better with white detailing rather than black. It just looks a little bit like weird given the color of red that they've gone with. Like, it needed to almost be a darker red all the way through if they were going to do that. I'm not a massive fan. I'd probably give this like a 5 out of 10, but this I absolutely love. So this is the potential third kit for Bayern next season, and it includes obviously that retro Adidas logo again, some great sponsoring in T-Mobile and Audi, and their logo from the 60s as well, which just looks cold. That as a retro throwback, looks sick. I think you'll probably find that I like more simple designs really when it comes to kits. Like obviously the crazy wacky ones that look shit but are like fun in a shit way. I love those as well, but kind of in the middle kits I'm not really a massive fan of. This is the first of those options. This is a simple kit with retro vibes that just looks clean and looks sensational. So yeah, it's a yes from me. That's a 8 out of 10. PSG next, your League on champions, and they've decided to draw their kit this year rather than like printing it or anything. They've just got some red paint, slabbed it down the middle, got some white paint on a slightly smaller brush and gone round the edges. And honestly, I don't even mind it. It could have been done better, and the fact that that is the only thing basically on this kit and everything else is just navy blue does feel like a little bit lazy. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with this sort of painting idea, because I think there's potential there. The idea of a painted kit, you know, you kind of see artists take actual football kits, paint on them, and it looks incredible. You know, there's like Instagram accounts for that as well. I think they could have gone down that route rather than just doing it for the middle of the kit and then leaving it, because then the rest of it kind of just looks quite cheap. I don't mind it. The design down the middle I do quite like, but the rest of it just being shit almost defeats defeats the purpose. It's inspired by this PSG kit here, which I love, great stuff, but this is just a bit of a lazy interpretation, I think, of what they could have done, and the paint on the outside doesn't even look that nice. I'm giving it like a 5.5 out of 10, and the away, yeah, nah, Jesus Christ, yo. And you wonder why Kylian Mbappe's leaving. Are you taking the piss? PSG, you got some serious questions to answer. On my life, that's nuts. I think that's like an abstract painting of the Eiffel Tower, right, in terms of the shape, which obviously you have in the PSG logo as well. It's not good. I don't know whether they just got the players to do up the painting or something on like a stag do or whatever, but this is not the one. Nah, it's just not at all. I don't mind the sleeves being different colors because you got the red on this side and the blue on this side. Again, there's an idea here that could work, but the rest of the kit just looks so like bland behind. It's just weird. I don't know. This is like a 3 out of 10. Genuinely, I ain't on this one. Guys. We might have to wrap up the Champions League, you know. We might have to wrap it up. I don't want to see these kits, you know. I don't want to see. What is that? What is that? That ain't even, is anything on this kit even centralized? This is Inter's home kit for next season. That is a tragedy. I actually don't have the words to describe what I'm seeing here. No, this can't be real. The Nike logo ain't even correct, for fuck's sake. Nah, I refuse to accept. Apparently, this is the most recent leak. A final design. You're telling me they looked at this design, said, you know what, actually, let me just make it that instead. Let me just make it from that to that, bro. This should have been the reference kit. This should have been someone just slapped it together quickly on MS Paint, put a Betson.sport logo on for no reason, made it too big, accidentally put an Italian flag on it, and then said, oh, can you actually make it look proper? That is a shocker. I hate everything about this kit. The whole concept of this design being different to over here works here like that. It doesn't work here. It doesn't work here. Things are fading. The stripes aren't even the same. Nothing is centralized over on this side, which means everything looks lopsided. The actual sponsor is lopsided the other way. Because of the way they've got the different designs, the Italian flag for Serie A doesn't look like it's in the middle. The Nike logo is not correct. The sponsor is shit. I hate it. 0 out of 10. I don't care. This is honestly one of the worst kits I've ever had to put in one of these videos. I can't wait for someone to tell me that I'm a dickhead, but I'm telling you now, if you like this kit, we're finding out where you live. We're getting you arrested. Are you being fucking serious with me right now? What on earth are these teams outside of like England and Germany smoking? What is going on? Why is Federico Chiesa wearing a lemon sorbet? I don't know. We're not doing this. Got black and grey on the collar, grey and fluorescent yellow on the same kit. Is illegal. Introduce pink into there as well. I'm not doing this, guys. I hope you're happy, Juventus. You ruined it. You and Inter Milan, devastating damage to the kit industry today. It's a 1 out of 10. Purely, right, and the 1 comes from the level of insanity required that I actually do to some degree respect to put all of those colours on one kit and make it look like that. At least you did something different that nobody's ever seen before and make your kit look like a lollipop man from down the street doing up primary school crossing the street. Because at least that's something different. But you have ruined it. I'm sorry to Serie A fans because you are going to be looking at some monstrosities next season. But what was your favourite and least favourite kit from today's video? Do you agree with my assessment? Usually people don't, but usually people say that I have terrible taste in kits. If that is the case, tell me that down in the comment section as well. But if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will be making another video on this when some more kits do get leaked later on down the line. But until then, it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.